This is going to be a lesson on Stormy Monday Blues by the Allman Brothers. This was originally written by T-Bone Walker. On the live recording, they say it's a Bobby Blue Bland song, but then they go, oh, it's actually a T-Bone Walker song, so it's kind of funny. So anyway, we got interesting chord progression on this one. It kind of modulates out of key as it goes. It has some chromatic chords and stuff like that. So our first thing is a lot of people might not know this shape of a G9 chord. So there's this G9 up here, like a funk chord up here. Now if you were to play that with your bass note on the big string, it comes out with a G and then skip the A, mute the A, and then go 3, 2, 3. So you have this 3, 2, 3 shape in there with your bass. You don't always need that. You can do your thumb on the bass too. Kind of see it better that way. 3, 2, 3, going from the D down to the B string. So you got the G bass, muting the A, muting the little E. So it kind of starts out with a little thing like. So we kind of start out with this little piece of this G9 chord. We're going to go down a fret, back up, and then up one, back to the original one. And that becomes an augmented shape right there. That's 5, 4, 3, 3. So we got. Okay, now our progression is going to be like G7 to C7, 9, typical kind of blues thing. But what they have is some sliding like double stops in here that are really cool. So we got. And then one guitar goes. And then the other guitar answers with. And then they switch down to the lower chord. So these are the notes of that G9 and also like kind of G7 type thing. So this is 3 to 5 on the D string, and then 5 on the B string, and then they both slide down to 3s. And then the other guitar goes, does them as like a chord. Then the other one goes, so we went down a string, that matches the notes of this C7, 9. And then the answer goes. So let's look at the whole thing we got. So that one had a little trick. A little pull off with the pinky. Back to the first one. Now we're going to go up one fret. So kind of doing like a to those bottom 2 3s down there. And then hitting that little pinky on there. So that becomes like that 13 chord we can see. So we got. Now we have a new progression. This is going to be the A minor 7. So that's a 5 up here with the middle finger. Mute the A and do all 5s all the way down there. That's an A minor 7. Up to B minor 7 on the 7th, and then B flat minor 7. And then we're back to the A minor 7. Then we have a C minor. And then we're going to have this 5, 5, 4, and 6 on the top to get a higher inversion of that C minor. So we got. And then the chords do a typical kind of turnaround. So you could go. But there's also a cool organ riff right here. So let's take a look at that one too. So that's like G7, hitting those 2 top notes there. So that's the little 3s, then the 5s on the 2nd and 3rd string. And you could either go to these 3s here, or you could do a little hammer on that one there. So. next verse. You do that bass too. Go to the C bass there, G bass, and that's your 3, 4, 5 on the A string to that augmented chord, 5, 4, 3, 3. Got to get that bar going on those threes. So that's like a 7 chord, just made out to have an extra note in it. Okay, so let's take a look one more time. A minor 7, B minor 7. Got our C minor, the high note, turn around. And then they'll do one of those blues things there early on. And then later when the solo's happening, he's really in this BB box. So that's where we have that first finger on the 8th fret on the G note of the 2nd string. And using this 9th fret makes it sound major pentatonic already. So you got that 10 that bends a lot. You can bend that 10 up, get that 8, 10, and go back, real BB box, tasty sounding BB King type stuff. So you can also bend this note from the pentatonic minor. He gets into that one. Makes it a little more minor sounding. But you can bring it back into that major stuff whenever you want. And then you can always jump up here. Good to know that's where your 5th is for that turnaround. So he's all over the place. He's in the minor up here. But also using some major notes. And then down here. Get some minor and major working together. So try out that BB box. And the whole combining major and minor pentatonic everywhere. So Stormy Monday Blues by the Allman Brothers, the great Dickie Betts, Dwayne Allman from Live at the Fillmore East. Check that out. It's like a 10-minute version. It's got all kind of great licks in there. You can have a whole lot of fun. So one more time, I'm going to take you through these basic chords. All right. Thanks for watching Damon with Guitar Lessons. We'll talk to you soon.